Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, Managing Partner with Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have the Joseph Loughran, our Marketing Vice President, and then we have our special guest speaker directly from Legacy Safeguard. Lisa is joining us today. So we have some great stuff to talk about. In fact, if you can mute your phones, that would be great. We have a record number of agents that are joining us today for the special final expense presentation. So the reason why we wanted to discuss final expense and working with Levinson on our brand new sales platform is we feel that we have something very unique here in the space. And, you know, final expense, mortgage protection, it's been around for a long, long time. There's a ton of agencies that are out there marketing this. Most of them are literally marketed out of a third bedroom, out of someone's house. And the reason why, and I'm just going to give you a 100-foot overview, and then we're going to dive into our platform, but I think there's some important information that everybody needs to understand. You know, they're on the final expense side, the contracts are given out to just about anyone. And it's a lot different than the traditional life insurance side with, you know, indexed UL and universal life and term and return of premium. It's a different world. And I think everybody needs to be aware that, you know, you hear about these crazy contracts being thrown around, you know, hey, come join our team and you get 270% commission. And you say, wow, you know, that sounds great. You know, where do I sign up? And they send you a contract and you get signed up. You have no idea who you're going through or how many different layers of agencies that you're going through. And then what happens, all of a sudden, you run into a jam or a problem and you need some assistance. And they basically say, well, here's the 800 number to the carrier. Good luck. You're on your own. So, you know, we take the totally opposite approach, and we want you to lean on us and call our office, okay? We feel that it's our job to put all of these tools and platforms and lead programs together to help you get your foot in the door, because let's face it, you can have a 270% contract, okay, with the best product in the world, but if you have nobody to speak to, it's going to do you no good. Okay, and then, God forbid, you run into a wall or you need some assistance from an underwriter and you need someone to go to bat for you on a certain case, there's no one to speak to. Okay, the other thing that happens, and we've heard these horror stories, there's a lot of MLM or multi-level marketing groups, okay, especially on the final expense side, and there's, you know, 10 to 15 different layers before you get to the home office. Okay, and you wind up transferring or leaving to go to another group. Next thing you know, your upline or their upline starts calling your book of business to either convert or talk about other options or to discuss a new product that's even cheaper, and your book of business goes down the toilet. So there's so many red flags. We hear these horror stories every day. So I'm just giving you a heads up, and I want everyone to be aware. You know, when you get these phone calls, because everyone is being solicited through e-blasts or phone calls, ask the right questions, okay? It's not very often when we have an agent that leaves us, okay? But the few times that it's happened, let's say Michael calls and says, hey, you know, I need a release. I got offered a 280% contract through another organization. And we give Michael the release, of course, because that's our agreement to all of our agents. We don't hold anybody captive, okay? We give releases when needed. But with 9 out of 10 times when a guy like Michael leaves, I swear on my life that and we have, it's like an ongoing bet here in the office. Like 8 to 12 weeks, we get a phone call back from Michael saying, guys, you know what? I'm coming back. They didn't give me what I was promised. It happens 9 out of 10 times. So all I'm saying, do your due diligence, ask the right questions. We feel that here at Levinson, we put together a hell of a final expense platform that can't be touched by anyone, okay? And I'll put it up against anything you want to throw at it, okay? And I promise that, and I'll put my name behind that promise. Okay, so with that said, We have some great stuff to talk about. Everything is complimentary, okay? The only thing that will cost you money, and this is totally up to you, is if you want to participate in our co-op final expense lead program, okay? But everything else, as far as Legacy Safeguard platform, as far as the free scholarship platform, the quote engine, website, getting set up and appointed in your resident state, everything is free. We take care of everything once you're active with us. So it doesn't cost you a penny. This isn't some kind of gimmick with, small print in the left-hand corner. We don't operate like that, okay? We've been around since 1972. Our reputation is everything that we can stand on, okay? They say established in 72, reestablished in 2018. So just to show you the direction that we are going. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to talk about some of these great tools, incentives, platforms that you can go out there and start to market to open the door and tell your story, right? Because even with a 280% contract, no one to tell your story to equals no sales. So what we want to do here is our goal, and what works great with us is give you all the free tools, give you a very nice compensation package, okay, and teach you and train you and make these lead programs available to you. We also show you how to get your own leads by even using our agency automator platform that gives you 1,000 prospects a month to market to at no charge. Okay, so real quick, we have these infographics that we put together. On the left side is our marketing infographic, and the reason why we did this is to keep things very simple for our agents, okay? If you want to go over all of our tools and say, you know, this Bill guy sounds great, but I want to see everything in writing. I want to see what they have, okay, line by line. I have some agents that work with me, and I want them to know, hey, we have all of this great stuff to offer, and this is why you should come work with me, okay? That's the whole point behind this. So on the left side is the marketing infographic. You just click on it, it's like a picture, and everything is itemized by number. As soon as you click on the number, it gives you the breakdown of that specific tool, and then there's a button that says request more info, okay? That simple. In the middle section, contracting, everything you need to know about commissions, contracting, advances, all in the middle section, same concept broken down by number. On the right side, new business. If you want to know, hey, I sent in an application, is it approved, is it not, where do I go to get a real-time live status? Or where do I go to see my downline agents production? Or I want to see what bonus I'm getting at the end of the month. Everything is on the right side under new business. Again, same concept, separated by number with a breakdown every time you click on that number, okay? The goal is to keep things black and white. Not only do we want you to go run with our tools and make more sales, build your business, but we all know agents that are in the business, that are struggling, that are working in one of those multi-level marketing pyramid schemes, okay? I'm not going to mention names, but we hear about this. You know, they charge $50 per lead. They give you 20% commission. I mean, it's a nightmare. So go bring in some of those agents. You know, sit back, make a 5, 10, 20% override, and you're still doing them justice because they're literally 10 times further than where they were with that MLM marketing group, okay? So you need to get your hands around this, and of course, you need to explain to your agents or anyone that you know that's in the business, explain to them what's available, and I'll just give you a quick example. Okay, excuse me. So let's just say, you know, me and Joe are both final expense agents out there in the field, and we're both trying to talk to the same clients, okay? And, you know, we say, yeah, we have a $25,000 whole life policy and it's $52 a month, and I'm pitching the same thing, okay? $25,000 policy, mine might be $53 a month, okay? Both A-rated companies, but let's say they like Joe a little bit more, okay? So now we have the same carrier, very similar product. It's within pennies of each other, same values, both guaranteed, right? Both approved in a day. Everything's great, all done on e-application. They like Joe a little bit more, but I'm Bill Levinson, and I work with this Levinson and Associates IMO, and I can offer the same client a free 1-year scholarship to this client, right? And this client has 2 grandkids, Johnny and Susie. So now all of a sudden, okay, the product is neck and neck, the carrier is neck and neck, they like Joe a little bit more, but I'm offering this value add. It's 1 free year at any of our 400 colleges across the country. Okay, that's a $30, $40, $50,000 value for no charge to the client. They don't pay any extra premium. Remember, the product's the same. Carriers are the same. Both A-rated. They like Joe a little bit more, but I'm offering this value add by working with me, Bill Levinson. Guess what? I don't care how much they like Joe. I'm getting the sale every time because they care more about Johnny and Susie, the grandkids, than they care about Joe. Let's be honest here. Okay, you're going to get the sale every time. And inside of this product that we're going to go over today, the scholarship program comes free. So that's what separates a Levinson agent to a regular street agent, say working in one of these MLM type of pyramids. Okay, so I'm trying to show you the value add, and there's no commission reduction, there's no fee for the program, the client doesn't pay a fee. It keeps your name in front of the clients, and it differentiates you as an agent out there in the field, which is what we need, right, to be successful. We know how that works. So just keep that in the back of your mind as we move along. Take out a pen and paper, jot down any notes, questions that you might have, and of course we will do our best to get everything answered and to make sure you're 100% comfortable. Okay, so everything sounds great, but I'm sure you're scratching your head saying, well, tell us how to get these leads. Tell us about the new lead program. So Joe's going to dive into some of the new additions, and then we're going to move forward, and then our feature presenter, Lisa, is going to take it in about 5 minutes and dive into the Legacy Safeguard platform. Joe, you there?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So real quick, I want to show everyone just a screenshot of a brand new web page we created a couple months ago, and this has just been updated as early as yesterday to include our brand new final expense lead program. But this is www.levinsonleadprograms.com, and this is basically one website that has every single one of our different lead programs, whether it's the orphan lead program, our mortgage term program, or this brand new final expense platform. All the resources are available in real time. So you can go to the website, check it out. Again, levinsonleadprograms.com. We will be sending out an email this afternoon with, of course, today's recording and all the different resources and how to access the different lead programs. So this is a great page. We often update it with new lead programs, sales ideas, concepts, and a lot of times we get some great ideas from some of our agents and GAs that uncover new lead resources. So the point of this website is to have all that at your fingertips 24/7. So definitely, I highly recommend to check that out. Again, we'll send out that link this afternoon. Another great resource here on CarrieLevinson.com, right inside of the back office site. Underneath the Agent Tools tab, you'll see on the top right, it says Lead Programs. That's highlighted in blue. If you click on that page, you'll actually be brought to the actual part of the website that dives in and gives a little bit more detail on every single lead program. Again, you can click on any of the drop downs, you can access that web page. This will really explain every single platform and how it works. We even have some recorded webinars where we hear from other agents and GAs and the creators of the lead program on how to use every single one of those lead programs to your advantage, and really to make sure that it's a good fit for what you're looking to do based on the different lead programs.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. So, okay, we have been out there now in the field, as you know, since '72. Carrie, my father, started the agency. And the name of the game, right, the real, the lottery winner is who has the best lead program, okay? And as we all know, as agents, IMOs, it is very, very difficult to find a good source. So we've been out there for years and years. We've tried a few programs out, okay, and we've had one excellent program that works almost perfectly, and that's our mortgage protection lead program, okay? And I'm sure if you've been with us for a while, you know about the mortgage protection platform that we offer. It works great. It's not perfect, but it works great. We've also tried a few other programs along the way. Some were okay, some were not okay, and obviously we discontinued those programs. So as we have learned, you know, as the years have went on, we've picked out different agents that have proven themselves to us, and we said, okay, we want you to pilot the program, make sure everything is okay before we introduce this platform to our agents. Okay, so with that said, we have been experimenting with our feature lead program that we're going to talk about today. That's the program that you're looking at right now. and it has worked very, very good. I'm not going to say perfect, but it works well, okay? I would say 8 out of 10. So definitely, definitely worth a shot. This is available only to Levinson agents. Now, the way it works, the Legacy Safeguard Platinum, our scholarship program, our website, and final expense quote engine, everything is free to you. No charge at all, no small print, no nothing. If you want to participate in the co-op mailer program, okay, you can do that as well just by being a member and being active with us. If you would like these transfer leads, that's what you're looking at here, this is also available to you. The leads are normally $35 a piece, okay, by being active with Levinson. They are $25 a piece, okay? The minimum order is 10. So you're at minimum $250 out of pocket, and you get 10 leads. Now, these are 100% verified and exclusive to you. As soon as you place the order, and we have order sheets that we're going to send out when we're done, as soon as you place the order, okay, instantly your order goes into the call center. Your leads will be delivered to you, guaranteed within 3 to 5 days, and that's orders 10 to 20, okay? 3 to 5 days. And as soon as the representative gets that client on the phone, they ask the correct questions, everything gets qualified, that email sent to you in real time, and at that time, I hope you pick up the phone and make that sale, okay? So everything is real time. You can see some of the numbers in front of you, okay, on the bottom right there in the green box. Average appointment set ratio at 60%. Leads are immediately sent to you in real time, okay? The call center representative conducts the interview with a qualified prospect, and boom, you are off to the races. I suggest giving this a shot. From what we're seeing, okay, and we've had a few pilot agents already, they have done very well. And I want everyone to understand one thing, okay, it's important to know, yes, we're talking about final expense, but as soon as these doors are open, okay, and the conversation could go to an annuity, long-term care, an indexed UL, it goes on and on and on. So that's up to you how you're going to pivot, but these calls work, okay? And this will give you a great opportunity to make the sale, get your foot in the door, tell your story, talk about scholarship, and move on to your next client, okay? But the program works. Now, as soon as, I'm sure when we hang up the phone, we literally have hundreds of agents that are on with us today. I know a lot of you are gonna wanna get started. You can place these orders anytime you want. The promise is 3 to 5 day delivery, which will send out an email containing everything. But what I was going to say, it's very important to know when you make these calls, have your website up and running, have our quote engine in the background so you can conduct business on the fly. If they say, great, I want to get going, you can have the e-application ready to go. Now, this is available to Levinson agents. You must be enrolled in Legacy Safeguard, which is free, and set up under Levinson with Mutual of Omaha Living Promise product, which you're going to learn all about in just a few more minutes. So the program is only available to Levinson agents that are set up with Mutual of Omaha, Living Promise, and National Guardian Life. And then if you have any clients that are not, let's say, standard or better, or don't fall into that final expense criteria, we have a guaranteed issue option with Gerber, which also comes with the free scholarship program, okay? So that's your 1-2 punch for final expense. Okay, moving forward here, I don't want to take up much more time. We have Lisa on standby. Moving forward here, just want to give everyone a 200-foot overview of what's available at your fingertips with Levinson. Now, with the Legacy Safeguard program, with the lead program that we just went over, yes, you have to lead with Mutual of Omaha and our Living Promise product because that's the agreement that we have, okay? But these are the other options that are at your fingertips. On the guaranteed issue side, yes, we want you to lead with Gerber, especially because they have approved our scholarship program, and that to me is priceless, okay? All of a sudden, it becomes about college planning and funding and not just about a death benefit conversation. So I love that spin. Gerber Life, #1 go-to. AIG, Great Western, Kemper, United Home Life. We can stack as many of those as you would like for that client, but definitely make some notes there on the right side. Yes, we're going to lead with Mutual of Omaha, the Living Promise product you're going to hear about in just a few minutes and why it is the go-to. And then we also have Americo, Liberty Bankers, Foresters, Transamerica, United Home Life, Oxford, NGL, which also has approved the Legacy Safeguard, Phoenix Assurity, and Fidelity Life, okay? If you don't see a carrier up there, just let us know. 9 out of 10 times we have them, as long as they fit into our portfolio. We try not to have any overlapping going on. All of these carriers are hand-picked because they shine in their space, okay? Very important to know. Okay, so moving forward here, Joe's going to talk about where to go for some of our final expense resources, and then we're going to move forward. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what I did here, took another screenshot of CarrieLevinson.com. Right underneath the product tab, you'll see final expense and guaranteed issue whole life, all the resources, rate books, brochures, client material, mailers, everything is available. Once you click on the carrier, you'll be able to see everything in real time. So that's a great resource right at your fingertips. Again, CarrieLevinson.com. I do want to touch briefly, of course, we'll be emailing out everything you're seeing on today's presentation. But of course, one of the great things that has really helped agents in the past, the first thing I want to touch on is an A to Z guide on closing final expense sales. This is really a great tool to have. It includes phone scripts, closing techniques, overcoming objections. So a great read. I even have some agents that have been writing final expense for years, and they say, well, I've been doing this forever. I don't really think this will help me. But even those agents that have been writing for 10, 15, 20 plus years, they read this guide and they pick up at least 1 or 2 nuggets of information that help them close more sales. And the next thing here that I also recommend is the complete guide to earning referrals. This is really neat. If you look at all the numbers of sales, and over here on the left-hand side, this is a quick survey that was done. Out of 508 closed sales, 89% were from referrals and just 11% were from cold calls. So if you're not asking for referrals, or if you're not getting referrals, this is a great guide to be able to kind of learn. They even have a 6-step referral process you can use to uncover more referral from your clients. So a great resource. We'll be sending that out. Also, Bill mentioned getting your website up and running. This is a great tool to have. Very, very easy to get up and running, and that's through our free agent website.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Okay, this is our last slide, and then Lisa is going to take over from here. So real quick, these days, as you know, okay, I don't care what age, my grandmother is 93. She's on Facebook. She goes online all the time. Yes, she even sends out text messages. It's very important to be relevant online. Have a website that's up to speed. So we offer a turnkey free website with built-in final expense quote engine. And then when your client puts in their information to run a quote, yes, they can get the quote in real time, instantly, but the system also captures their information. We call it lead capture. Takes their info and puts it into your CRM tool. So now you have a new prospect that you're emailing out to every week or once a month, so you're keeping your name in front of them. Everything is included. This is all no charge for you, okay? Even if you already have a website that's up and running, maybe you're big on the health insurance side or P&C side, and you want to set up our lead capture and final expense quote engine, there's no charge for that either. Just let us know and we will get you up and running. Okay, the last thing I just want to mention, and then Lisa will take it, is Agency Automator. So again, a free tool as long as you're active with us. Okay, you get 1,000 prospects every month that you can market to. You can go in the system and say, okay, I'm working the final expense market, you know, ages, let's say 60 to 85 with a household income of $50,000 and this zip code. The system spits out 1,000 names, numbers, emails, and addresses to that you can use our marketing pieces that are already done for you and e-blast them out and then have your assistant follow-up call. This is how sales are made. As soon as you get somebody live and hot, you pick up the phone, make the sale, or turn them into another direction for annuities or IUL, whatever the case is. But this is how you need to think now in this new world. All the pieces have to connect. You have to have revenue streams from all different directions, and we put all of the pieces together for you. Okay, so without further ado, Elisa's going to take the wheel. She's going to talk about our infamous Legacy Safeguard platform. She's going to touch on the Living Promise product from Mutual of Omaha, a little bit about NGL, and of course, Gerber, our guaranteed issue resource. Lisa, you there?
I am. Thank you so much, Bill and Joe. And, you know, this is not the first time I've presented with you guys for Legacy Safeguard. And every time I've done it, I get so caught up in the presentation and all of the things that Levinson and Associates offers their agents. I get so caught up in that presentation that I forget it's time for me to talk. So, I mean, I am just blown away by all of the things that Levinson and Associates offers. It is just amazing. You guys are just killing it out there, having all of these things that agents can tap into, free, no charge. They're just available, and that's really what makes the difference. So as always, it is such a great pleasure to be invited today to talk about this solution for final expense. And Bill and Joe both have done a great job in just teeing up my presentation, because really today, my entire presentation is going to be just to talk to you guys about how, and ladies of course, about how to build your business. Where we want to show you ways to enhance your existing relationships and even find new ones. And we've got a great way to help you do that just with Legacy Safeguard. If I can get my screen to advance here. Okay. So that's really what we're going to be talking about today, is that we're going to be talking about a perfect solution and a great place to start with just adding Legacy Safeguard into your everyday activities. So today we're going to be talking about the tools. We're going to be talking about marketing systems, value add services, and enhancements. And we have, just like Bill said, we're also going to talk about the carriers that we have along with Legacy Safeguard and even ways to position it. But today we're just going to really concentrate in helping you build your business using Legacy Safeguard. Because, you know, really at the end of the day, that's what agents want to do. They want to get in front of people. They want to make more appointments. They want to make those presentations, and they want to close more sales. And we've done this really by giving you kind of a paradigm shift. You know, in the days of final expense sales, it used to be that when you were going and sitting down and talking to someone, you're going to be talking to them about final expense. Well, and final expense means final. So that you're going to have to talk about death and dying and insurance, and that's kind of a difficult topic to talk about because nobody really wants to talk about it. Everybody knows it's inevitable, but nobody really wants to talk about it. But by using the Legacy Safeguard system, then you're really going to be talking about leaving that legacy. You're going to be talking about something that everybody wants to talk about, living. Everybody wants to be remembered. Everybody wants to be remembered for generations to come. And Legacy Safeguard really does that. It helps you establish a lasting legacy just by using our systems. So let's kind of get down into it a little bit and let's talk about it. What we've done is that really Legacy Safeguard is really twofold. We've got Legacy Safeguard that we've really developed for agents. We've developed a complete turnkey marketing system. So just like what it says here on the screen, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can use our Legacy Safeguard marketing system to help you get in front of those clients. We've got letters, we've got brochures, we've got some direct mail leads, we've even got newspaper inserts. If you want to run an ad in your paper, we can help you with group seminars. If you want to help a seminar, we've got the whole seminar system. We've got other presentations. We've got leave behind cards, and we've got those DVD presentations. We also have a way to help you build your business by giving you referrals. Joe touched on this, that marketing guide that he showed you that have the green background. It's all a way to help you earn referrals. And one of those is with the sponsorship program with Legacy Safeguard. So as you're, just like Joe and Bill both talked about, it's completely free. But as you're talking to your clients and you're talking to them about this membership, and we'll talk about, really kind of get down to what that is in a minute, but you're also going to be able to offer that same client the ability to sponsor people also in a membership just for knowing you and by you having that relationship with that client. And we've got that all available to you in that marketing guide. Another thing that this is probably my very favorite piece that we have in Legacy Safeguard in the marketing system is this pre-approach letter. I'm sure
Lisa,
everyone on
Lisa, it's
yes,
Bill.
Yes.
I'm looking right now at the first slide that says complete marketing solution for final expense. Is that correct?
Oh,
or did you?
No.
Yeah. I think, okay. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Is it advancing?
Nope. All we see right now is a complete marketing solution for final expense with our logo and the carriers.
Well, that's not good.
Hey, Joe, are you on?
Yep.
Is it not?
No, it's not advancing. Maybe if you hit the arrow over key to the right, it might move that for you.
I am.
I'm
doing
just
that.
Clicking on the slide. So okay.
Yeah. No, I'm actually moving it, and
okay.
It's not.
Nope.
Oh, that's not good. Well.
All right, just if not, it's fine. Let's just, if you can, Lisa, just give an overview on what's available to our agents, and then we'll include everything in today's email.
Okay. Well,
and if you even want to send it to me, I can pull it up on my end too. So.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Just when you think you have the whole technology thing down, then you don't. So on Legacy Safeguard University, you're going to be able to find a great pre-approach letter. This pre-approach letter, you can detail all to yourself. It's done in a Word document, and you can enhance it by having the different things that you want to say to your client. It's all there free on Legacy Safeguard University. Is that not advancing at all, guys?
No, we're looking at, it's still the same slide. Do you want to send it to Joe too, and he can pull up your slides?
If you don't mind giving me a second.
Sure.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
hold on.
I'll add a word in anyway while you're doing that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, just so everyone is aware, I just want to, and I'm sorry about the inconvenience here, but we're going to send out a thank you email to everybody that's on the call, and we'll include all the information to sign up. And the way it works, okay, as soon as you are appointed with Mutual of Omaha, with Living Promise, or National Guardian Life, then you have access to the entire platform. And then you get a login, you get into the website or back office, and you can see every piece of material, the pre-approach letters, the mailers, everything is available, okay? The 2 lead programs are available. In fact, that's a little screenshot of the university in front of you. And then you can customize co-brand. Okay, you got everything, Lisa?
I think so. Are you seeing you're seeing the screen now?
Yep,
okay,
I do.
Good deal.
I see it.
That's why you have people, and that's why you have assistants, because he ran in here and fixed it.
It's okay.
So I do apologize. We'll get back on track here. Okay, so what you see on your screen here, as I said, this is probably my very favorite piece on Legacy Safeguard University that we'll talk about for a second. So all of the people on the call today, I'm sure all of you have existing relationships and existing clients. But now you can use this pre-approach letter, and you can format it however you want to on your, because it's a Word document, to just say to your clients what you want to say. So if you've got that existing relationship and you want to offer them Legacy Safeguard, pick up this letter, make your adjustments, choose a few clients to send it to, make appointments, go see them, and be able to give them this Legacy Safeguard membership free at no charge. It's a great, great piece. So where do you find all this stuff? So all of the complete marketing system is right there on Legacy Safeguard University. So for everyone on the call today, please take the time, write down www.legacysafeguarduniversity.com. Go to that website and register for membership on Legacy Safeguard University, because everything that you need, those client marketing pieces, that pre-approach letter, those marketing guides, all those marketing guides that Joe talked about earlier, the guide to earning referrals, that the other marketing guide that gives you great tips for how to talk to clients, all those 3 ebooks are on Legacy Safeguard University. It even goes to the extent that literally tells you when you knock on the door what to say. So it really positions you very well so you know exactly how to go and talk to those clients, how to talk to them about Legacy Safeguard, and even transition over to talking to them about the different products. Great tool, great place. Every agent on the call today needs to do that. As soon as you get registered for Legacy Safeguard University, the first thing that's going to happen is that tells our staff at Legacy Safeguard is that you are a Evanson agent, you have access to Legacy Safeguard University, and get that Fast Start Kit out to you. So what you're going to get in this Fast Start Kit is great. It's really going to help you get out in front of your clients and get ahead of the game. In the Fast Start Kit, you're going to see that final expense worksheet. That final expense worksheet is so helpful to agents, even agents that have been in the final expense space for a very long time. It's super helpful, because a lot of times agents don't know how to position themselves about how much to really encourage people to set aside. You might go in and you might talk to clients about setting aside and setting up a final expense policy, but how much do you need? So this final expense worksheet is going to help you be able to determine how much that client is going to need to set aside for their final expense. So that number that they set aside is not your number, but it's their number. It's just a very handy sheet, helps you just detail that out. Also, where it says Legacy Safeguard, and you see that brochure, that is a client brochure. So whenever you sit down and go talk to a client, you're not going to need tons and tons of things. You're just going to need that one brochure. We'll look at that in a minute. Also, you're going to have your sponsorship form. You're also going to have your comprehensive marketing guide. This is the one that will walk you step by step by step about how to position your sale, what to say, when to say it. Even talks about how to overcome objections. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you can have the best presentation, but if you don't know how to close your sale, you're not ever going to make any money. So this really gives you some great tools for how to close that sale. This is also your enrollment form, how to get your clients enrolled in Legacy Safeguard, and then you're going to have your DVD. This DVD is going to help you with the presentation. If you're not really comfortable about Legacy Safeguard, you can put that DVD into the DVD player. You can even download it on your tablet and play it for your clients. It's even got great member testimony on it. So all that, just like what Bill and Joe have talked about, all these are free. All of this is free to you. It does not cost one dime. But what it does, it helps you get engaged. It helps you get a leg up and get started with offering your final expense and offering with Legacy Safeguard. So I know we've talked really quickly about what we've done for the agents, but that is the marketing system that we've developed to help you get out in front of your clients and get really engaged with how to offer this. So this is what it is for clients. So for agents, we've got the turnkey marketing system, but for clients, we have a comprehensive legacy planning end-of-life service, and it is completely free. It's going to help them leave a lasting legacy all in one place, and the great thing is that you are going to be able to offer it to your clients for nothing, for not one penny. They're just going to be, you're going to be able to offer it just because they know you and work with you. So what's Legacy Safeguard member benefits? So as soon as your client gets enrolled in Legacy Safeguard, these are going to be what their member benefits are. You're going to enroll them. They're going to get a member kit, and it's going to break down everything that you can offer, everything that's going to be in their kit all in one spot. We'll just touch on it briefly because I know with my issues with PowerPoint, I know we're probably running a little bit long, but I do want to make sure you understand how much value is in this membership and what it does for your clients. So Legacy Planning Services, they're going to have access to legacy planning software. So what this legacy planning software is they're going to have access to be able to go on their own computer and record all of their historical data. So they're going to be able to talk about their greatest memories growing up. They're going to be able to talk about their marriage. They're going to be able to talk about their children, all the things, all the memories that they want to be sure to pass down to their family members, because, you know, after they're gone, all those memories are gone. So this is a great way to help them store those historical moments all in one place. Also, end-of-life planning guidance and assistance. This is probably one of the biggest parts of Legacy Safeguard, because when someone passes away, and you can see this membership card right here, in their packet is going to be this Legacy Safeguard membership card with their name, their membership name, and even your name as their advisor. So every time they look at it, every time their family members look at it, they see that you have provided this for them. Just because you are a Levanson agent, you are going to be able to provide this for them, and that name stays on that card for as long as that client is on the earth. So what this means is that when that client passes away, their family can call Legacy Safeguard any time of the day or night, 356 days a year, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That Legacy Safeguard advisor is on that phone taking that call. So when someone passes away, if they need help with locating a funeral home, if they need help with negotiating the cost of a funeral, because, you know, everybody, I mean, it's a traumatic time for people. They don't know exactly what to do and when to do it and how to do it. That Legacy Safeguard person is on the phone with that client from beginning to end, and basically will do whatever it takes for that client to be helped through that process. It's a huge, huge benefit. Can't tell you how many times we've taken calls from Levanson and Associates clients that have had this membership provided by them. That's the first thing we ask them. Who helped you with your service today? Who gave you membership in Legacy Safeguard? So many of the people that have called Legacy Safeguard have been Levanson agents. First of all, we always say thank you so much for working with these Levanson agents, and thank you so much for calling us today. We'll make sure to pass your call along to Levanson Associates and let them know that you called us today. So with that, we are staying with that client from beginning to end to make sure they are taken care of, and whether it even was hotel reservations, car rentals, whatever the client needs, that Legacy Safeguard advisor is going to be there from beginning to end. We have estate planning support. If they need help with planning their, setting up their estate, we have estate planning attorneys we can help them with. And then lastly, we have Celebrating Life events. In their membership kit, they're going to get a gift certificate for a free Legacy DVD. They can send up to 45 pictures into Legacy Safeguard, and we're going to provide them a great DVD. And it can be for anything. It can be for vacations. It can be, here we are at the graduation time. It can be for family reunions. It's just a great way to put together memories in one spot. And the greatest thing about that for the agent is the last slide on that, on that DVD says this was provided to you by whatever the agent's name is, Bill Levanson. They are the reason that you have this DVD. So every time family members get together, they're going to see that DVD was provided by you. And what a great calling card for you. This is the client presentation brochure that we saw earlier in the presentation, and you're going to be getting this in your kit, and that's going to help you get started. So when you go and sit down with your clients, you're going to have everything about Legacy Safeguard on one side, everything about whether it be United of Omaha or National Guardian Life, all are going to be on the other side. Just a great presentation piece. It's going to help you. So if you're not familiar with the benefits, it's going to be right there for you. And then also you're going to have your discussion points about your carrier that you're going to be working with. So I know that was an absolute blur about the member benefits and also the marketing guides, the marketing system. But if you have any questions about that, you can always call Levanson and Associates. Anyone on the Levanson team can help you really detail that out. I'm also happy to jump on a call if anybody has any really specific questions, and they certainly know how to find me. So let's talk about, for just the remaining minutes that we have, how we've partnered with United of Omaha and National Guardian Life to be able to offer Legacy Safeguard with these two carriers. The reason that we offer these with these two carriers is because it's such a great add-on. So with Mutual of Omaha, with Living Promise, it makes perfect sense. These are final expense policies. So it just makes sense that you would be able to offer Legacy Safeguard along with this. Living Promise, Mutual of Omaha, who in the senior population especially did not grow up with Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. So as an agent, you don't have too much to talk about because you're already very familiar with the carrier with Mutual of Omaha. The issue ages for Mutual of Omaha, 45 to 85 for level and 45 to 80 for graded. You can go all the way from 2,000 to 40,000 for level, 2,000 to 20,000 for graded. You have your normal riders with that. You've got if death comes within the first 2 years, you have your return of premium plus 110%. So it's a great product. The underwriting is very, very generous with it. You're going to be able to cover about 92%. This is a stat that comes from Mutual of Omaha. About 92% of the people that you offer this product with are going to be able to get level. So that's great for you, the agent. The average premium is about $886 for level and about $908 for graded. Kind of the sweet spot for age is about 61 for level, and the average face you see there is about 16,000. So it is a great product. All the agents that call back that have been using Living Promise really like it. I think that those of you that haven't tried it, I look forward for you to actually get out there and talk about it, because certainly you're going to be able to offer a Legacy Safeguard along with that. United of Omaha has really listened to agents. The agents, just like what we've talked about earlier, they always want to know, how can I get out in front of more clients? This is a relatively new mailer that United of Omaha has come out with. It's great because it's in a postcard format. It's a really nice, thick postcard. You can send your order into United of Omaha. You can get up to 5,000 of these every 6 months. 5,000. That is a lot of postcards. They're going to private label.
What's the charge for that, Lisa, for the postcards?
0. Just like all of the things that Levanson is bringing you, this is another free way to help you get out in front of your clients. 5,000 of these every 6 months for 0. You can also pick your face amounts. You can pick your ages. and you can switch them up. The first part of the year, you can order younger clients. Later on, if you want to order older clients, you want to switch up the face amounts. That's all for you. So based on your demographic, you can choose how you want to what of these that you want to order. Agents are loving this option, and they're free. So you can choose to send out 1 or 5 or 5,000 at a time. Totally up to you. We'll touch on really quickly. National Guardian Life is another carrier that you can use to offer also offers the Legacy Safeguard benefit. This is primarily a single pay product with the funeral trust and the estate planning trust. It helps those clients that need to set aside money for their final expenses to be able to do it in most of the time a single pay format that does have multi-pay options. This is a little bit of a little more complex product. If you have any questions, you can call and talk to the folks at Evanson. They can help you really kind of drill down into this. But this is another great product, especially for those of you that work in estate planning, if you do financial planning, if you work in the Medicare market for clients that might be doing a Medicaid spend down. This is a perfect product for that spend down solution. This is a little bit of just about kind of how it works. It's a life insurance policy that's placed inside a trust that makes it irrevocably assigned. The product does grow over a period of time. It can pay directly to a funeral home if you need for it to be. It also pays within 48 hours without a death certificate. So it's a great product. So if you are in any of those markets, estate planning, Medicaid, Medicare, financial planning, this is a great product to learn more about, and you could also offer it with Legacy Safeguard. Joe and Bill both touched on this previously. Because this is a free, Legacy Safeguard is free. It's going to be free to all your clients, really just for having that relationship with you. But we also live in a real world. We know that from time to time you are going to be talking to clients. Not all of your clients are going to be able to qualify for this product. Maybe you're sitting down with clients and all of a sudden you find out, this client's got health issues that we really weren't aware of. Maybe some things have happened in the past, or maybe they're ongoing, and we have to pivot because we don't want you to lose your sale. We want you to be able to offer a product to these clients because that's what you're doing. You're that trusted advisor. You're that advisor that client is depending on for you to be able to offer them a solution for their final expense needs. So if you do have to pivot, and if you do have to get into a guaranteed issue market, Gerber is a great product for that. It starts at age 50. It goes all the way to age 80. The average age is about 63. Gerber does offer renewals, so that's something I know that's really important to agents. But if you do have to pivot, and this comes up in every time I talk about Legacy Safeguard, if you do have to pivot and you have to move on to another product, we do not want you to worry about, do I have to take Legacy Safeguard away from my client? You absolutely can keep that client with that Legacy Safeguard membership. We want you to be able to do that because this is all about building relationships. It's all about adding value. So no matter if your client can have access to NGL or if they can have access to Mutual of Omaha, we hope they'll be able to pick one of those. But if they can't, you give that client that Legacy Safeguard membership. We want you to do that. So I know that we have been blasting through this. One of the things that you do have access to as a Legacy Safeguard advisor, you'll see this on Legacy Safeguard University. We do have a discounted lead program that we have through Lead Concepts. And if you want to get started with that, Lead Concepts is a lead company that is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you want to use that, it is on Legacy Safeguard, and you can learn more about that there.
Yep, and also, Lisa, real quick, make sure that you can't purchase the leads until you're actually enrolled and licensed in the program. So just we need to point that out too. That's important.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for following up with that, Bill. And I think today we thanks to my PowerPoint failure, we moved really quickly, and I do apologize for that. But I hope you see that we have a lot of value adds for you, the agent, in our turnkey marketing system with Legacy Safeguard, for you to be able to go back and enhance those existing relationships, helping you bring new relationships into your book of business. We look forward to you using Legacy Safeguard. I can't think of a better partner than Levinson and Associates. What an outstanding group of people. And I tell you what, I would say, even if I wasn't on this webinar, I would say that this is a top-notch firm. As I talked about earlier, I'm always blown away when I start to make my presentation because I'm so engaged with all the tools they bring to the clients, and I'm just happy to be a partner with you guys. And Bill and Joe, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Lisa. That was a great job. So now everyone can see the value add. Okay, so to get started, if you want to participate in any of the 2 lead programs or the mailers, any of the above, anything that we just went over, make sure that you are appointed with Levinson, with Mutual of Omaha, or NGL. If you're not set up, just let us know. We have a request form that Joe is going to email out to everybody, and then we can get you enrolled, and you can start ordering leads the end of this week or next week. Okay, that's soon. So we're excited to have you get started and see the value add here. Okay, so we're going to end the call real quick. These are some of the trainings. If you want those 1,000 prospects every month to market, say, final expense, mortgage protection, make sure you're on the agency automator call. That's twice a week. Okay, we host those live every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Just a couple others I'll point out. Kansas City Life on the bottom there. On the 24th, that comes with our scholarship platform approval. On the way bottom, IUL Sales Software, that's our brand new platform. We're going to go over some new sales ideas with IUL that you have not heard before. So great stuff there. And we're going to end with this. I want to thank everyone. We had a record number of agents on the call today. So we really appreciate you. I'm a little under the weather, so excuse me for that. I know my voice is a little off. We're going to end with this. We always like to end on a positive note. I say this all the time. I don't care how many designations you have after your name on your business card, or if you graduated with an MBA from Wharton or Harvard. It doesn't make a difference. If you're not in the right mindset, in a positive place, then people don't want to be around you, okay? Make sure you bring the right energy. I don't care how much or how little education that you have. Be in that right place day in, day out, and you're going to make more sales and help more people, which is the name of the game. We'll end with our Positive Tuesday quote. One day the people who never believed in you will tell everyone how they know you. Go out, prove them wrong, make it happen. Good luck. Happy hunting. Have a great week and weekend. Take care.